What's going on, everybody? This is Gen16 back here again, and today I want to talk to you guys about why, after this offseason, why I believe the XFL has proven that they can develop talent and send them into the next level. And I feel like with the signings of PJ Walker, Jordan Teamo, you look at some other notable players like Nichols and Smith, with those guys getting signed to NFL teams, I think the XFL has now proven that they can develop talent and send them into the NFL. Matter of fact, you can make an argument that the XFL might just be the best route for maybe high school kids or maybe college kids that are looking for a second opportunity or maybe entering the transfer portal, that the XFL might just be the better route. Now, of course, there's some other XFL free agents that still need to be signed. There is the NFL draft, which there's, I think, Kenny Robinson's the only player that is eligible for it. But Philip Walker and Jordan Teamo, those guys getting signed, the faces of the XFL that balled out, got second opportunities after being cut by their teams. I think Jordan Teamo wasn't even drafted and he wasn't even signed, but by an NFL team. So the fact that those guys definitely get the opportunity and the chance to be with an NFL team, I think it just kind of stamps the fact that the XFL is here to stay. I don't think it's going anywhere. It's definitely going to be here for another year. And based off what we saw from the ratings, based off what we saw from the film and play, these players can absolutely ball, and they can ball at a high level. Again, there are some other notable players that still have the opportunity to sign with the NFL team, right? You got guys like Kim Phillips, you got Nelson Spruce, you got uh, I'm trying to think. You got, again, Kenny Robinson's a guy that he still has the opportunity to be drafted, right? You got Trey McBride, you got Parnham for the Dallas Renegades. So just Jacquez Patrick. So there's a lot of players, right? There's a lot of players I even named that played really, really well, especially on the defensive side of the ball and special teams wise. That could definitely get the opportunity to play in the NFL level. Now, as far as attracting new XFL fans, I think that this could definitely attract new XFL fans, especially for going on to next year when NFL is officially done, right? Super Bowl, all that's done, and now you got to the XFL, and um, especially now that they know that, okay, yeah, why are the NFL signing these XFL players? Right, it must be really good. The XFL must be as good as what people are saying it is, and again, is it the greatest thing in the world? No, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's football, and that's really what XFL fans such as myself and other XFL YouTubers and stuff like that, they've been trying to convince NFL fans, college football fans, is that, listen, this is football during the spring. This is legitimate pro football, and again, you can either watch it or you don't, but you should definitely give it an opportunity and give it a chance. And seeing guys like Philip Walker and seeing guys like Jordan Tamil and seeing guys like Spruce and seeing guys like Parnham, seeing all these players really grinding and really giving their best effort to really showcase to NFL scouts that they can still play at a very, very high level, I think is very, very huge. Now, for anyone saying that the XFL can compete with the NFL and saying that they can beat them, no, that's ridiculous. The XFL has proven that it is that I think it's going to be a developmental league. That's really what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a developmental league. I think if a player gets offered a deal from the NFL, they're not turning that down, because XFL players, they get paid around what, 50K. Their average salary is around 50K unless you're a quarterback. That's getting around 125K, and that's, again, if you get the 2K bonuses and playoff and championship bonuses, you got to add that to their contract as well. But an NFL contract is damn near worth maybe two salaries for what you get from the XFL, and no player is turning that down now. Again, if the wages go up immensely, maybe we can have a conversation. But I think it's definitely proven that the XFL they've proven that they can develop talent to the next level. I think really the question is now is that the XFL, they talked about that, hey, we will welcome high school kids, we'll welcome anybody from the college football portal to come here, because we do need to go younger. As much as we gotten so much NFL former talent, right, that are in their late 20s and early 30s, we do need to get younger talent in here, right? Some really, really great notable names to draw, again, to draw attention. The XFL would love to have a Trevor Lawrence type of player, or a Justin Fields, or Tua Tagovailoa type of player, a big name to attract the audience to get them there. So I think that's really the one thing the XFL. That's some since it's going to be a developmental league. That's something that they're probably going to battle with the NCAA is, and that's trying to get some of the best high school kids to come to get to their league now. So far, for next year, it honestly could be the case. I wouldn't be shocked at all if we do see that one big high school name go to the XFL instead of the college route, because you're going to get paid and you're playing with professional football players. College players, yes, college football is fun and the atmosphere is great, but those are not professionals. These are going to be professional players that these high school kids are going to be learning from and developing from, and who knows, the maturity rate could go up a lot much higher compared to what you're going to go through in college. Going through some of that mentorship and leadership with, again, you're going to be playing guys with your 30s and your late 20s and 30s. So yeah, that mentorship, that leadership, that kind of big brother, father figure type of presence is going to be there in those locker rooms compared to the college level. So that's one thing I think the XFL is going to have to try to figure out, is to try to get that high school star power there, maybe sign them to around 2-3 year contracts, kind of the same thing deal. That's one thing I think the XFL is going to have to figure out. They also, again, they gotta figure out how to replace star power, because as much as I think the XFL is now a developmental league, they got to figure out how to try to get that star power back. Because Philip Walker and Jordan Campbell were their two biggest stars. They're gone now, so now they got to try to find a way to try to get that talent back. Now, again, the good thing for the XFL is that you can go to the high school route, you can go to the college route, you could get those big names. There is NFL free agency right there. Where'd you get Philip Walker and Jordan Campbell from? You got them from free agency. So, these owners, so these teams could, they can get these free agents and develop them. And who knows, maybe they do have the same type of star power, even more than a Philip Walker or Jordan Campbell type of presence for your team. So, yeah. Congratulations to Philip Walker and Jordan Teamo for those guys that are getting signed with teams. It's not guaranteed yet for those guys to be on those rosters, but still, the fact that the XFL is sending players to the NFL, I think only helps the XFL than hurt it. And I understand that, of course, with the virus thing going around here, it definitely sucks losing all that potential revenue and losing all that just all that revenue because of this virus. But again, as far as securing a place, I definitely think that the XFL did it. I think the XFL did it based off the star power, what they got, what they had, and what they can continue to build off of moving on to next year. They made a lot of mistakes, and I feel like they can learn from those mistakes and they continue to build off from. But a lot of great things came from the XFL, and the greatest thing to happen to them was them losing them. I understand this. You want to keep them because, again, it generates so much revenue for them. But the best thing, as far as proving that the XFL can stay and that it can develop players and send them to the big league, the XFL definitely showcased it. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Just want to talk to you guys about why the XFL has transformed itself kind of into a developmental league, and why it's here to stay, and why it's really good for all of football, and why it's good for all of sports. So anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Stay safe. Gen 716. I'm out. Peace.